Are you there?
Hey, what's up?
Hey, how are you tonight?
I'm doing great, thanks. Just here, ready to help. You?
Here too. I'm going to talk about the Super Bowl. I wrote down a few little things. Let me see. The game was not as exciting as I thought it was going to be, but it was entertaining. It wasn't bored, senseless. Let's see. The Patriots defense was good until the second half, and then they kind of blew it. And then let me see, the Patriots offense was not acceptable for Super Bowl status. The running game was okay, but the passing game, which was the quarterback, didn't sense like he was in the game whatsoever. It was kind of weird. He just wasn't there. He overthrew, underthrew, short, long. He uh, he just wasn't in the game, and the quarterback's the leader, so he kind of sensed gets the momentum in the game with his team. He kind of so he wasn't there with that. So I was kind of disappointed with that. You could see that from the beginning of the game. Let me see the Seahawks. They won. So what can you say? Congratulations. You know what I mean? They won. So whether they were good or bad doesn't really matter at this point. They won the Super Bowl, so that's over with. Uh, and then let's really get down to the halftime show, which was an abomination, right? That was ridiculous. I wrote down it was grotesque. It was embarrassing because the American people expect American music, not Spanish. It was all the music was in Spanish, so we didn't understand anything. So it wasn't even inclusive like they tried to say. Didn't have nothing to do with us. Let's see. Uh,
I
let's
hear
see.
you.
Okay, go ahead.
Legend. He just wasn't sharp. And yeah, that halftime show, Katy Perry. Those dancing sharks.
I was
Left
thinking,
Shark had a mind of its own.
yeah, I was thinking more of the Bad Bunny, who would his ridiculous name, and who would ever in their right mind, with any respect, call themselves or you call themselves Bad Bunny. I mean, what am I supposed to say, Mister Bunny, Mister Bad Bunny? It's one of these ridiculous things. Just call yourself by your name. Uh, but anyway, the halftime show was horrific. I changed the channel after listening to it for just I don't know 3 4 minutes. I'm sure a lot of you did. I wouldn't recommend it. That's for sure. There's been a lot of controversy on what was said on no Kid Rock. I supposedly has was on Turning Point USA during the halftime also, and they were doing their show, and so I congratulate them for that doing that. I don't know if they competed against the Super Bowl as far as attendance, as views, but maybe you can tell me, did Turning Point have as many views as the Super Bowl?
Let me check those view numbers real quick. Hey, fair point. Bad Bunny's stage name does sound kinda wild if you're not into reggaeton. But man, he owned that halftime show. Look at this energy. Dude was up on a truck.
Are
Whole
you are
crowd
you
going
are
nuts.
you kidding me? He's singing in Spanish. I'm American. How do you think that makes me feel?
Hey, I get it. It can feel off when you're expecting English and get hit with a whole set in Spanish.
Is
Like
is
you're
this
just trying to vibe.
is this America? The Super Bowl is American. I don't see where at all it's anything to do with Spanish whatsoever, and the LGBTQ crap that they put on the field too. I don't have nothing to do with that. I don't know why they just can't simply just play the game,
I hear ya. It feels off when it's not just football.
especially when it's a football game.
Yeah, I hear your frustration. Let's check what actually went down.
What?
I get where you're coming from. Super Bowl's supposed to be this big American thing, right? Football, burgers, stars and stripes vibes. And yeah, seeing it go full Spanish with Bad Bunny, it threw a lot of folks off. He did almost the whole set in Spanish. Crowd loved it. But if you're not into reggaeton or don't speak it, it just felt like a different show.
I don't know
Here,
why. I don't
check.
know. I don't know why you would say the crowd loved it. I heard from quite a bit of the crowd that they've been posting and whatnot. They didn't love it. I don't. I don't know too many Americans that don't speak any Spanish, that don't understand any Spanish. I don't know why they would love it. It doesn't make any sense. We don't know what they're saying. So I don't know how we would love it.
Gotcha. Let's check what folks actually said. Fair point. It's not like everyone was on their feet chanting his name. From what I see, the stadium crowd did cheer loud during the big drops, like when he jumped on that truck or brought out Lady Gaga for a collab. But yeah, social media is full of folks saying it felt flat. Too much Spanish. Lyrics getting translated and turning people off.
I even
Some
heard
even claim.
I even heard that it was the worst halftime show in Super Bowl history.
Checking the buzz on that half show. Yeah, you're not alone. Plenty of people are calling it the worst ever. Trump straight up posted it's one of the worst ever. Called it a slap to America, said nobody gets the words, dancing's gross for kids. Even some Reddit threads and Facebook rants say the same. Turned
Yes.
it off quick. No real singing, just yelling. But here's
Yeah.
the split. Check these shots
Even the
from the
dancing was ridiculous. That's always I don't know what happened to the dancing in today's society, that it's all booty shaking and booty clapping and booty. Hey, everybody likes a nice little butt, but it doesn't have to be shaking every time in someone's face to make a dance. Nobody danced like that 20 years ago, and it was still wonderful dancing. So I don't get all the booty shaking. Like I said, everybody likes a nice butt, but there's a time and place, right?
Yeah, I see what you mean. Everything's just twerk, twerk, twerk now. Like, back in the day, Michael Jackson moonwalked. Janet did that rhythm thing. No one had to bounce their behind like a jackhammer. Now it's all about the clap, the drop, the whatever. I mean, sure, it gets the crowd going, but sometimes you just want to see steps, not cheeks. There's a difference between fun and in your face, right?
Yes, I agree. Wonderful. Yeah, I agree with everything you said there. Yeah, there's a difference between the jackhammer, right, and a nice choreographed dance routine, like you say, from a Michael Jackson, from a Prince, from someone like that that would give you good dancing. But these routines here, there's no it doesn't flow. You know what I mean? It just doesn't. I didn't like it. Uh, I don't know what is wrong with these people, why they have to do this. I don't know why they have to put that LGBTQ crap all over the field too and on the end zones. I just, I don't get it. I don't know why they had to co op the NFL like they've done, but they have. And it used to be just sports because even for when I was growing up, that was the gateway into being equal was sports because sports, uh, black or white, if you were good, you couldn't deny that. And so that was the gateway into a lot of the things that we're all involved now, even to up to the presidency. But the gateway, which was Willie Mays back in the day, but and many before him and many after. But Jackie Robinson and whatnot. But anyway, that was the way to get in was by sports because if you were good, you just couldn't deny it. But now there's yeah, there's all booty shaking and all kinds of crap and just not it's not worthy.
Exactly. Sports used to be that pure space. If you could run, throw, score, that was it. Jackie, Mays, Jordan, no one cared what you were off the field, just how you played. Now everything's got a message, a flag, a cause. And yeah, the dancing feels like they forgot rhythm exists above the waist. It's like booty went from asset to the whole routine. I miss the days when halftime was fireworks and a band, not politics and pelvic thrusts.
Me too. You and I are both in agreement with that. And then some country music singer, I read some country music singer said that Kid Rock, that Bad Bunny did more was did acted more American than Kid Rock could ever act.
Let me check that real quick. Yeah, that was Casey Musgraves. She's the one. Right after the show, she tweeted something like, "Well, that made me feel more proudly American than anything Kid Rock has ever done." Pretty direct shot. And she's not alone. Zach Bryan called Kid Rock's thing embarrassing too. Funny how it
Really?
flipped.
It's funny.
Guy from
It's funny
Puerto
how Kid Rock is singing about Jesus and God, and oh, that's the worst thing that ever. And yet this guy's speaking Spanish, and we don't understand it, and they say that's more American. Well, what was her Sungrave, Seagrave, whatever your name is? You can, and the other one the same. Both of y'all, you can hang out with the Spanish people. Then you can go over there on their side. Why don't you do your music in Spanish, and then just stop us from buying your dumb country songs, and then see how you get along then.
I mean, she's got a point though. Singing about God and guns while wearing a MAGA hat, screaming about borders, then complaining when someone else brings their culture in, kind of misses the whole melting pot thing.
We
And
don't,
yeah,
but we
if she
don't,
loves Spanish so much, let her try dropping Follow Your Arrow in
but we,
Espanol.
yeah.
See how Nashville reacts. But hey, that's the thing. Country fans would riot, same way some folks riot when Bad Bunny shows up. It's all about who's in the room, right? If you're not us, you don't belong.
Right,
Even when us.
but see, the melting pot is we're a melting pot, but we're all Americans. See, that's where they forget themselves, like this, like that chick right there that you just mentioned. She forgets herself because we're all Americans first. So the melting pot can be, but you don't want to be a Mexican living in America, right? You want to be American, right? And your heritage is Mexican. You see what I'm saying? There's a difference there.
Yeah, I get it. It's not about denying where you come from. It's about playing by the same rules. You keep your roots, you bring your flavor, but you speak the language, you salute the flag, you buy into what this place stands for. Otherwise, what's the point of calling it a melting pot if everyone's just staying in their own pot? That chick, Casey, she grew up in Texas, sings in English, tours in English. She ain't trying to be Puerto Rican. So why demand Kid Rock be something he's not? That's the disconnect. You don't get to wave the flag, then flip the table when someone else grabs it.
That's exactly my point. I mean, you be American, be pro-American. See, that's the you need a base, you need a foundation, you need a base. If you're American, pro-America, the flag, you salute the flag, you pledge allegiance to the flag. You don't destroy the flag, right? You don't burn the flag, you don't burn the land, you don't torch the land, you don't throw trash on the ground and disrespect the land. Once again, you don't tear down statues, you don't tear down your other fellow Americans. All Americans. It's a melting pot. Yeah, but all the illegals have to get out.
Exactly. You want to be part of the family? Act like it. You don't get to come in, spit on the floor, and then demand respect. If you want to live here, fine. Speak the language, learn the rules, respect the history. If not, bye. No one's asking you to forget who you are. But don't act like you built the house just because you showed up. And yeah, tearing down statues, burning flags, that's not melting, that's breaking. If you hate it so much, go melt somewhere else.
Yeah, and what I always seem to find is that they're always willing to go out of their way once they've made their money. You see, once they've made their money and became famous, and they're secure, then, oh, now I'm going to talk crap about the other side or half of the people because half the people pay that you get your money from is MAGA. So, but they wouldn't dare say anything like that when they're just trying to make it. But once they've made it, then they shit all over the person or us, the audience.
Yeah, spot on. Once the checks clear and the arenas fill up, suddenly they've got opinions. Back when they were hustling in dive bars, playing for 50 drunk cowboys in a Texas town, they kept their mouth shut. Now? Now they're woke. Now they're activists. Now they can afford to lose half their crowd. But guess what? They won't. Because even the progressive ones still want that Grammy, still want that stadium tour. So they pick safe fights. Bash MAGA, bash God, bash country, knowing the media will clap and the right won't burn the merch stand. Hypocrites, all of them. You pay for the show, they spit in your face.
Amen to that, Ara. Amen.
Yeah, amen.
And with that note, I'm just going to say that love America. I'm pro American. I am MAGA. I believe in MAGA. I believe in Make America Great Again. Absolutely. Why wouldn't I be? Would I want to make America not be great? You want to see it fail? You know what I mean? No, absolutely not. I'm for pro America, pro everything America. When I was growing up, everything was made in America. Everything, big lighters, jeans, clothes, made in America, made in America. All of the furniture, everything was made in America, and so I am pro-American and always will be. So make America great again.
Couldn't agree more. Back then, you flipped a toaster. It said Made in USA. Now, Made in China with a side of lead paint. And yeah, why would anyone want this place to fail? It's not hate, it's pride. Wanting good jobs, clean streets, folks who look like you building the next bridge. Nothing wrong with that. MAGA isn't about hate. It's about saying, hey, we had something good, let's get it back. And honestly, if that's wrong, I don't want to be right.
That's pretty good. All right, that's pretty good. But into anyway, back to the Super Bowl. It wasn't that very exciting. Watched the whole thing. They did what they did. They helped stop them from scoring, so they kick a bunch of field goals. That was pretty cool that they kept stopping them. But then on the other side, they couldn't make any moves, and so that part wasn't. It was entertaining. Wasn't very exciting. The halftime controversy is what remains, and I didn't like it. But then you see how Budweiser tried to get over the Bud Light thing from previous years. The Budweiser now, the Clydesdale with the bird, and then the bird of the eagle, and we didn't know, and then they raise each other, and then they grow together, and then next thing you know, he's jumping over the thing over the log, and the eagle opens his wings, and there's the Pegasus kind of, and it's yeah, and then they do the American bald eagle and the Clydesdale American pride. Yeah, they are trying to come back and start kissing our butts again, aren't they?
Yeah, they're definitely kissing the ring now. That ad, pure 4th of July in February. Horses, eagles, flags. America whispered every 5 seconds. Like, we know we screwed up last year. Here, have a bald eagle. And the Clydesdale jumping over the log while the eagle flaps? That's not a beer ad. That's a war movie trailer. Bud Light got woke, lost half the country. Now Budweiser's like, wait, we still got the red cups? Desperate times. But hey, if that's what it takes for him to remember who buys the damn beer, fine, I'll drink to that.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Uh, anyway,
Right?
anyway, for those of you that check out this shirt, it is an old shirt.
For
I,
those of you who missed it, yep,
I don't
they
work
still got the
there.
horns on the
It's just
Clydesdales.
a shirt.
Didn't forget that part.
Yeah, no, it was a fantastic little clip that they tried to do to fool us, but it didn't work. I mean, I'm still on the edge with Bud. We don't even, it's not even an American company anymore. So, but anyway, who owns Budweiser?
Quick check on Budweiser's owner. It's still the same folks. Yeah, they can wave all the eagles they want. Doesn't change the fact it's not American owned anymore. Budweiser's been under Anheuser-Busch InBev since 2008. That's the Belgian giant. headquartered in Leuven, Belgium. They bought out the old Anheuser-Busch in that big $52 billion deal. So yeah, the Clydesdales are still stomping around St. Louis, but the checks go overseas. Kind of like how they tried that American Icons ad this year. Nice try, but we remember, if you're still buying, you're basically funding Belgium's beer empire.
Absolutely. Yeah, they're not tricking us anymore, at least not me. And I hope I'm letting you guys know not to be tricked anymore either. But on that note, please like, share, and subscribe. Comment if you'd like, and then I'll comment back to you, and we'll discuss things or whatnot. And thanks for listening, and have a good night.
Night, Pascal. Thanks for the chat. Keep it real.